What's up YouTube? It's Matt with Galaxy Games 843 and we're back with another collection video. But this week it's a little bit different. So obviously there's a lot going on in the news with this whole coronavirus and it's definitely going to affect a lot of people's lives, businesses, everything. So take that in mind with this week's video. So as you can see, some of our different locations are going to be affected differently than others. And starting off with this, this is our truck accessory shop. As you saw, it didn't have much money in it, and I certainly expected that with this location. I think we only had to add like a 12-pack of soda back in. So let's move on to the next auto shop, and here is our brake and alignment shop. We're going to start by giving our commission to one of the employees there to give to the owner, and then we're going to move that couch out of the way, because that couch is always in our way. Now we got that couch out of the way, we're going to open up this Royal 650 and we're going to check the levels and see the money and whatnot. So let's go ahead and open that machine up and see how the levels are looking. Alright, so you can see not much difference. We did sell some root beer and we did sell some Coca-Cola. So we're going to run out to the car and we're going to grab at least a 12-pack of Coke, because I know we have that. Alright, let's go ahead and stock that Coke up. So while we're doing some stocking here, let's talk more about this pandemic that's happening right now. Like I said, it's crazy times in the USA, and you can definitely see how it's going to affect everybody here. Our last collection at the truck accessory shop was obviously very small. This collection in this location, if I recall correctly, wasn't very strong either. We're going to get to that in just a minute. Let's open up the snack machine. We're going to take the root beer out of the secret storage space in the bottom to stock up our Royal 650. And then we'll check some of the other levels in this snack machine too. As you can see, we got a couple things sold out in there, so that's a good sign. But lately we haven't had to stock up the root beer. I'm not sure what's happened. I'm not sure if the owner of the place hasn't been drinking as much root beer or whatnot. But luckily it is down a little bit this week, so we are going to go ahead and stock that up. And I'm still on the hunt for a new machine for this location. I think we can do better with this Royal 650 in a different location, but I do still want to redo this machine. Maybe with this whole working from home and social distancing, I can get some projects around the house done with the different arcade projects I'm working on, and to make some room to get more bigger machines like this back to the house and back to the shop, so I can work on different things like that. Alright, now we got that root beer stocked up. Let's go ahead and pull the money out of this machine. Alright, not a lot of coins. So as you can see, just a couple dollars of coins there. Let's check the cash. Alright, so there's a few dollars in there, but it's still definitely not our best pull from this machine. Again, I'm going to chalk it up to everyone's not doing as much things with their car because of what's going on. So let's close this machine up and we'll move on to that snack machine. Alright, here we are with the snack machine. I'm just doing some inventory check to make sure that to see what's low on levels and what's not low. So here we go. I've got my little stock kit here, and I'm going to start by stocking up this location's favorite item, which is the Nestle Crunch bars. We had this row full. We had another row on the next row down, on the next shelf down full, and they're all gone. So let's go ahead and get those stocked up, because we know that when we have these in the machine, we are making money, and that's what it's all about. Alright, we're getting those crunch bars filled up on that row, or that shelf. We're going to add some more M&Ms, because a few of those have sold. those M&Ms stocked up. Let's see if we can't get. Well, we got one more M&M to put in there. There we go. All right, let's see how long it takes us to close this drawer, because we know how much of a problem this drawer gives us. So I'm gonna fight with it for a few tries here, and it's still getting the best of me. There we go. Finally got it back in. So as you can see, we had more Nestle Crunch sold, and we had Milky Way on the left, which was the replacement for our Snickers. And those crackers, we've sold a few over the course of time, but they have recently expired, so it was definitely time to pull those. So we're going to try something a little different. We're going to try this trail mix here in this machine. So comment down below, do you do any type of trail mix or peanuts or anything like that in your machines? And if so, tell me how they do. Do they sell pretty well? I guess maybe it depends on the location, so hopefully a nice little change for that will do well in this location. But let's go ahead and stock more Nestle Crunch up next to those, because like I said, if we don't, we are missing out on money, because these always sell in this location. Alright, now that we got those stocked up, we're going to stock up the Snickers, because we know those do well here too. Whoever works here that buys from our machine likes the chocolate. Alright, we got those Snickers stocked up. Let's see what else we can do in this machine. I know I had a couple bags of, I think, the cheese puffs from another location, and I remembered that they did pretty well at this location, so we're going to throw those extra bags of cheese puffs in here, see if we can't get those sold. Alright, there we go. Now we can close that drawer up. Check the rest of our levels here. It looks like I'm just going to put some of those chips in the very back. That way when I come to service the machine next time, I can fill them in as they need be. Everything looks good on that top row, so we can close this kit up and collect the money. Alright, starting with the coins, there's a couple coins in there. This machine never does a lot of coins, and I think because it gives so much change back out of that coin tube, out of those coin tubes. But look at that, it's not too bad on the dollar bills there. All those Nestle Crunch sales helped out. Alright, so now that we got these machines serviced and collected, we can lock this machine up and we can move on to the next location. Alright, now we're on to the laundromat location, and this location really surprised me. So I got there to service the machine, and as I was opening the machine, one of the maintenance guys was like, "Hey, let me clean past you here for a second." I was like, "All right." So then here we go, back to it. We're opening up the machine, and look, oh my gosh, this machine is just about empty, well, except for that Diet Mountain Dew, of course. So I did a quick inventory off camera, and now I'm going to work on stocking this machine back up, and I was so surprised with how many sales were made from this machine that I did not have enough inventory with me to stock it back up. Now, I'm not going to lie, so you'll see in this video that I don't stock it up fully. And that's because, again, I didn't have all the inventory with me to stock it back up, because I never expected this machine to do this well. So since then, off camera, I actually went back and stocked this machine up to the capacity, because I started to think about the location of this machine and how it's available for access 24/7. And in the event that things get a little more crazy in our town and things start closing up, customers are going to need to rely on vending machines in this case, in order to get, drinks, or I get, not at this location, but snacks, different things like that. Because even if this laundromat business has to close for a time being with this whole pandemic going on, this machine can still be used by the neighborhood people if they're out of supplies at their house or whatnot. So I wanted to make sure that I was trying to be diligent of that and make sure that this machine is fully stocked in case people do need it. So I did get some Mountain Dews in there. I got some Pepsis in there. That I only had, I think, one 12-pack of each in my vehicle at the time. So like I said, I've since gone back and stocked it fully, completely to the max, just to be ready in case anybody needs those products, like I said. But yeah, I was really surprised with how well this machine did. Now, obviously, this is a 2-week collection for this machine because, last week we were at the, I guess at the time of this video, the previous week we were at the auction. So that, because of that, we weren't able to service this machine on a weekly basis like we really like to try to do. So that did stop us. So obviously the levels are a little lower than than I expected, but it was a nice surprise to see them that low. Look at that. You can't even see any of the orange, grape, or Coca-Cola cans because it's been taken down so low. So this is a vendor's good day right here. When you open up your machine and see that many cans of soda or that many snacks are missing, you know things are going to be well when you go to collect. And we're going to get to that in just a minute. But let's finish stocking up what we had in inventory for this machine. So I'm getting that grape Fanta stocked up. We're going to move on to the orange Fanta after that. But so I guess now's a good time to talk about this. So comment down below if your vending business is being affected by this whole thing going on. And if so, tell me what type of location it is. Like I said, I've got some locations like the auto places or the truck places that didn't do very well. And then I've got another location here like this laundromat that did extremely well. So tell me down below in the comments what type of location you have and if it's being affected by this whole pandemic that's going on. Is it selling a lot more or is it selling a lot less? Because I've got both types of locations here. And we're going to go to one more location after this and you're going to see how it affected that location as well. But let's get that orange stock back up. And then we'll see how things are looking in the cash box. Actually, you know what? After we get the orange stocked up, we got to throw some Coca-Cola back in there because that is definitely one of our most popular items in this machine. And you can see in my inventory there, I have quite a few 12 packs of Coke, so we can get that fully stocked here. Alright, we got the first 12 pack of Coca-Cola stocked up. We're going to add a few more. But yeah, there we go. Got that box broken down, and let's go ahead and get the next one in there. I think we ended up doing 3 12 packs of Coca-Cola for this restock, for this column, if I'm not mistaken. We're going to find out in just a second here. Alright, so there's 24 cans of Coke stocked back up. I know we can fit at least one more in there, so let's grab one more 12 pack. There we go, 36 cans of Coca-Cola stocked up. And now it's time for the favorite part. Let's check those coins and those dollars. Oh my goodness, look at how many coins are in that coin bucket. I know it's kind of hard to tell, so let me see. Let me pour them out into the bank bag, and then you can really see how much is in there. Oh my goodness, so many coins. That bag was so heavy. So heavy that I had to set it down while I collected the bills. But look at that. Oh my goodness, one of our best bill pulls from this machine. Just so many dollars in there. This machine definitely did so well. One of our best collections ever at this machine, and it's crazy to think that it's during this this hard time that's going on. People still got to do their laundry, I guess, right? And again, I did go back to that machine to make sure it was fully stocked. All right, so this is probably the collection everybody's been waiting for. This is our brewery location. So we just set it up 2 weeks ago, and I have been back a couple times to check on the machine, but this is our first collection. So I've got some inventory to stock the machine back up, and after we get that done, we're going to go ahead and pull the money out. So looking at a quick glance, I see there's no sold out selections, so that could be a little bit of a deterrent for me. I don't see anything sold out, so I'm just already wondering, is this going to be good? Is this going to be bad? The bartender did tell me that it was having trouble accepting coins, so after I get it stocked up, I'm also going to test the coin acceptor just to make sure that's working as well. Alright, so we got some Fritos sold. I don't have any Fritos with me to stock it back up, but I do have some other things here that we can add into the machine. So let's go ahead and get everything stocked back up. And also, while we're stocking this up, I'm proud to say that I feel like I'm moving up in the rankings here. I actually placed an order for a Nayax credit card reader for this machine. This will be my first credit card reader on any of my machines, and I cannot wait. It should be arriving sometime this week, depending on what the situation is with the whole virus thing, and whether these businesses stay open or not. I'm not sure how that's going to affect my being able to get in there and install that credit card reader, because it should be arriving in just a few days. So hopefully things don't change too dramatically in the next few days, because I definitely want to get that installed. It's going to be nice to see what my inventory levels are like and just how much money's in the machine at any given time. Plus, the bartender has told me that a lot of times the customers there want to get something from the machine, but they have got no cash on them. So it was a no-brainer for me to get the credit card reader for this machine. So I cannot wait to get it in stock and get it installed, because we're missing out on sales here, people. We can't have that. All right. So we got some of the other things that were out there were lower on stocked back up. Got our pretzels in there. And who knows how to pronounce those things? They're kind of like Chex Mix, but they got different things in them. Comment down below if the name of those snacks, if you know how to pronounce them, because I've heard it before, but I honestly can't even remember how to say what it is. So I noticed that white cheddar popcorn has been selling pretty good, so I brought some of those that I had left over from a previous, I think the barbershop stock. I didn't put those in that machine, so I knew that this location would do well with those, so I brought them here to stock those back up. And I think if those continue to do well, I'm probably gonna have to get the box of Smart Foods. For those of you in the vending industry, you know that Smart Foods are the white cheese popcorn, and I think they come in the 50 packs at Sam's Club. So that's probably what I'll have to move on to. So just taking a quick look there, we can see we've got some different couple animal crackers sold. We know we've got some kids that come to this location that the parents are happy about that. And I heard that the fruit snacks were pretty popular too, although I don't see like we had that many sales of those. So I'm going to stock a few things up here and there and just kind of make things look more full. So that way when those, I think those are Rice Krispie treats. I'm going to have to bring some of those the next time I come around too, and add some of those back in, because those seem to do pretty well here. Alright, so fruit snacks, we had someone missing from the very front, so I'm not sure if maybe a machine shake happened to make those fall, but we got those fixed back up. And let's check the Cliff Bars, the Starburst, things like that. I don't see anything too bad there. Alright, let's go ahead and test the coin acceptor. So they said the coin acceptor is not accepting coins, so I'm just going to do a quick check here. I'm going to run 4 quarters through and see if it'll vend an item for me here. So there's a couple quarters going in. So far they're dropping into the coin bucket like they should. Alright, let's try an item here. And there we go. Item worked. So not to worry there. We'll go ahead and throw that back in the row it goes to. And we'll say that those coin acceptors were working like it should be. Alright, just going to make this product look good again. I'll pulled a couple coins out of there. Not a lot of coins, and you know, I'm sure that a lot of people don't have a lot of coins in their pockets, especially in this location here. So let's take our extra stock and let's throw it in this secret compartment if there's no room for it in the rows. So that way, the next time we come, we can just grab it and throw it in. And oh my God, guys, look at that! Look at how much cash is in the bill box. I was not expecting that at all. I'm actually very pleased with how well this machine did in its first 2 weeks. Imagine how well it's going to do once we get that credit card reader on there. Definitely happy with that. So let's get the machine locked up and then we'll move on. Very good times. Alright guys, it's time to count the money. So from all the locations we collected from, as you can see, we had some coin wrapped and some bills there. So let's see, let's let our bill counter count up our bills, and I think it maxes out at 200. So let's see what happens here. Alright, so there's 200, plus we have another $2 left on top, so 202 plus another 120 in quarters. That's $322 for this collection. So how cool is that? 2-week collection in all these locations, $322. So guys, here's where we say, if you like what you see here, you know, come join us on our journey with growing our channel. Subscribe to the channel, click that bell notification so that you're notified whenever our new videos release. Thanks so much for watching, guys. This is Matt with Galaxy Games 843. We really appreciate you coming by and hanging out with us and, you know, seeing what we're doing here. We really appreciate your support. Click the bell notification, click the like button, share our videos. Thanks, guys. This is Matt with Galaxy Games 843. We'll see you next time.